This is my version of Torn, and it's got some drum and bass and electronic elements in it, so let's check out how this goes. So the first thing we're going to look at is drums. So these are like electronic samples, and then we've also got like this wood block. Pretty creepy on its own, but with all the other parts. Okay, over here I have these sort of neo-soul ambient sounding chords. So you can hear that there's a chord and then there's an effect afterwards. That's because I've sent it to a bus, so every time the chord plays, the effect is then being triggered, and it's just this pitch shifter and delay with some reverb on it. It is on its own. So that's pretty cool. We also have this white noise. That's just a nice little texture that you put in just to make it sound more ambient. And then all together, cool, so you know how the song goes. Anyway, let's look at the next bit. So this is where we try to build up to the next section, which is the drum and bass break.
Nothing where we used to lie. Conversation has run dry. That's what's going on. Nothing's fine.
Cool, so what we need to do is have something that anticipates that tempo change. So what I've done is I bounced out the breakbeat and then I put a low pass filter on it, and you'll hear that it starts off without the high frequency information and it slowly opens up. So this just helps build up to that next section. And then I've got like this kick that starts off in half time and then goes double time, and it just gets faster and faster. And then like one of the oldest tricks in the book is this reverse crash cymbal. And away we go. Drum and bass section. Let's check this out. So we've got a kick and a snare that I sampled from a previous project because I really like the way it sounds. Some percussion on top. Tambourine, ride cymbal. If you're going to have some bass with this, you need it to really support that groove. And the way that I did that was using sidechain compression. So it's got like an auto filter on it that's giving it some movement, and it's also dipping in volume with every kick and snare there is. Same thing with this really heavy metal guitar that I've got going on. So it's just dipping in volume every time there's a kick and a snare. That's just helping with the groove. So then all together, here's your break. I think that sounds sick. And then obviously, like, Tilly's idea was to make this a bit of a mashup, so she just started singing Rudimental over it. So let's try see if we can put those two bits together. So one of the ways I did that, just like the build up, you want to have something that anticipates that change is coming. So I took her vocal performance, bounced it out, and then I've copied and pasted it over to the previous section, and just like before, using low pass filter to start off small and open it up.
Tell me that you need me, yeah. Tell me that you want me, yeah.
And then we also have this other one here that's like pitched down slightly and got auto-tune on it. Just thought that sounded like really modern.
Tell me that you need me, yeah. Tell me that you want me, yeah. Tell me that you need.
So it sort of starts off in the background and comes more and more closer to the front. So that's how I did it. I hope you've enjoyed watching this, and it gives you a little bit of an insight into what I'm capable of. Yeah, cool.